mine. It probably sounds better than mine as it is. I think mine doesn't sound that good,
Yeah,
personally.
yours sounds really good, actually. I just, I'm getting it because I also have this issue with my headset, you know, where I have to mute or the sound bleeds through. So that way I can, like, you know, actually listen to the game noise.
Okay. New screen share. I'm starting the stream, or the stream's up, starting the game. This will probably be low energy for me today.
All good. Me too. This is the Sleepy Cast.
Yeah,
You should have titled it the Sleepy Cast.
I should have.
You're gonna wait a few for your people to join?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh. Yeah, okay, they're confused.
Sterling was
Legend,
just
yeah.
ready to put his money on the line. He joined without even knowing.
I'm never gonna be well known for being a good foreign player, but damn it, I can sponsor some matches.
You'll put enough money into the scene that you'll become famous.
I gotta get one of those headshots like Zero, dude.
You need to start making TL posts asking for money to fund your show matches.
Man, I was gonna make a TL post for Primal League, but I don't think I'm going to, man. I think I just want to like keep it here, and I think the word of mouth of it will just spread naturally, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's already been so cool. So
And I can post
especially
my
with, like,
VODs around the Discords and stuff.
yeah. Well, I haven't actually gotten to see Sterling played much. I've played him 4 times,
Mm.
and I've only beat him like once. I know his TVT is really solid. He's like one of those slower Terran players. I think like every time I watch him, he floats like 180 APM.
Yeah.
But he just has like really good game knowledge and decision making. I don't know how long he's been back either, but it hasn't been very long. He's definitely grinded out quite a bit of games. I think on his main account he's got like 500 games, and he's a little over. He's like almost 2,200, I think. So he seems like he's in pretty good shape. And watching him play in K-League, he definitely looks like he's pretty freaking good.
Yeah, he's really good. I've been told that he's like a TVT specialist, so I have no idea about his TVZ. I saw him lose. I think Jiffy Mix beat him once. I've seen him lose to some of our Zergs in K-League, but his TVT looks like super good. Even when he played Artosis, he actually was crushing Artosis, then just kind of, you know, flubbed it at the end. But
Well, he almost lost to Jiffy on Sunday. Is that what you're thinking? But he came back and won.
yeah, but he lost a while back as well. A couple
Okay.
TVZs in K-League.
Yeah, the game that I beat him actually was on this map, and I 2-facted him.
Okay.
And I made him lift his natural and everything, and then I was sieged on the high ground outside of his natural, and he literally was pushing my siege tank line back from the low ground because he knows exactly where to siege and then scan and get the hits off and everything. He's really good at that. So
Yeah.
I don't know what his TVP looks like, but
His TVP seems pretty decent as well. I mean, for him to be climbing the ladder, you have to be good at TVP anyway, right? So if he's hitting 2,200, he had to clear a bunch of Protosses to get there in the first place.
yeah, those like 2,100, 2,200 Protoss players are not easy to beat.
Yeah. I know he made me look stupid for picking Protoss on kickback the other day, so...
Well, you know, you're rusty and he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I played some PBTs today, and dude, PBT is actually incredibly boring. Like, it's really fun from playing it from the Terran side, but I think playing it from the Protoss side is actually really boring.
See, Sterling did this too. This is what I was told to start doing because I kept taking so much damage in the beginning, and I had a lot of higher rank Protosses tell me that if you don't first scout, you have to go bunker, but you should do it off 2 Marines, not 3 like I did.
Okay. Yeah, but what I don't like about it is look how late the CC is compared to the Nexus. I mean,
Yeah, this was also a 21 Nexus from Nomad.
yeah.
Which, you can't know that from what Sterling scouted either, though. I mean, it doesn't even matter, because at that point your bunker's up. The issue is that if they hide the Zealot, and they come in with Goon Zealot Probe, and you went CC before bunker, you can... It's like almost game-ending, the amount of damage that you can take. even if you make,
That's why.
you can make the extra marine, but you don't have the extra depot coming by then. So like you end up supply blocked as well and not making workers forever. So it doesn't feel good either way.
I have an animal situation. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, Nomad went for the 21 Nexus, which means the first goon's not going to come out on the map and get aggressive because of the Vulture coming out. So you end up not having that extra goon back to defend. So that's why he stayed on his side of the map. Because he did 21 with range instead of rangeless. So yeah, it's just with a single goon. I actually don't hate it. I kind of like it. I mean, it does mean the Vulture gets out for free, and it makes it very hard to chase the Vulture, so I guess that's kind of the trade-off. And for the quick Robo Observatory, pretty standard looking. Armory, eBay, everything's really, really standard right now for these two players. Laying defensive mines just because we don't really have any information right now. So just kind of preparing for everything, making sure like nothing crazy happens, no like proxy DT, but okay, here we go. So now we're getting a little bit weird already. It's kind of a hidden really fast third here for Nomad. Pre 530 off of just 4 goons, 2 gate. So if this doesn't get sniffed out and Sterling just tries to play standard from here, he's definitely going to have a big economical deficit. And it's kind of a weird place to take a quick third, so I think it's going to be very hard for Sterling to find this base. Third gateway coming down for Nomad. Probably get defensive turrets and stuff relatively soon. An observer coming out 6 minutes, pretty good observer timing. Extra gateways coming down for Nomad. Gas coming down. Yeah, everything just looking really, really normal right now. Yeah, so there's our defensive turrets and stuff. Should probably see an academy next, just because he's playing it by the book, so I imagine we're going to see an academy before we see a third factory. Scouting around, trying to get some information, just checking out the Dragoon count and everything. Sees no third down here. And this actually getting pushed away means that Nomad is going to be able to transfer, which was the one thing I was a little bit worried about for Nomad, was going to be getting spotted on the transfer, but everything being pushed away, and he just has his goons in a good place to make sure there's nothing to spot him, so he gets away with this transfer as well. And now, if we start clearing this mine like relatively soon, it looks like a normal third base timing. The only thing that's a little bit weird, I would say, if Sterling were paying attention, and it's a little hard to kind of notice this, is that once you're coming up on like 7.5 minutes, and yeah, so he is going to go check now, you should have been hit by Reavers if they're not taking the third. So that's kind of what triggered him to start looking around and get a little bit suspicious. So he did end up finding the third base here now, so at least he knows. Doesn't know how early it was, though. And we're actually not dropping an academy, so we're just going to drop extra factories, it looks like. I'm going to go up to 5 factory with these 3 SCVs without the academy. But scouting the third base, he doesn't have to be like too worried about anything crazy coming his way. It all looks pretty standard. Sees this mine get cleared now. Gonna try and look for potentially the probe coming down to make the expansion. But Nomad gonna sniff that out with his observer. Wasn't sending the probe anyway. Probably gonna see an explosion at gateway soon. Got the archives on the way with no Stargate. So far it's just looking like gateway, man. Gonna push these vultures back.
That.
No, you're good.
My neighbor's sheep got out.
No problem. And now the academy coming down at like 8.5 minutes. That's an Aussie academy timing right there. Am I right?
Yeah, at least it's not blocking his comsat.
Could be worse.
But, yeah, I see some Terran players do that if like their plan is to push no matter what, you know. Then they get the academy after the factories, get the factories a little sooner.
Yep. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's just everybody yells at me every time I don't do it, so I started doing it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, looks like he's just gonna take a third.
Yeah. So the only thing that happened that's kind of abnormal so far is the Nomad took a 533rd up here, and it didn't get scouted till post 7 minutes, so Sterling doesn't know how greedy Nomad was yet.
And that's like the Nomad trait. He is definitely likes to play super greedy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
see
he'll
him
cut
lose a
corners
lot of
and stuff.
Yeah, I see him lose a lot of PvPs because of his greed. But
Yeah, sometimes he'll do it kind of makes him hard to play against though because he plays like that. So he'll do things like he'll do like a 14-minute robo or something in PvP. And he knows that people knows that he'll do that, and then sometimes he'll just rush robo and then crush like a DT rush or something.
yeah, I don't really know about this. I like that Sterling snuck these vultures out the back. It looks like Nomad doesn't know that this is the case. This is always such a good move. There's no observer here. All this stuff is going to eat these mines. Yeah, but where is the CC? It just seems kind of late. Is he just going to push?
It's going to be a late push if we're just going for a push. I mean, it
Kinda
looks like
weird,
that's what
it's
we're going for.
5. Yeah, it's weird that he waited so long on the 5 fact instead of going.
Might as well 6
Just
fact at
going
that
6. Yeah, but it's not like his money is super high, so maybe it looks like he's gonna go throw down the CC now.
Yeah, I mean, the way I usually feel about it is like, if you're delaying your CC because you want to get units out or something, but you're floating over 400 the entire time anyway, I always drop it on the high ground when I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like, when I'm starting to set in a position, I'll go ahead and build it on the high ground. Yes, you have to float it, but it's going to be a lot faster than kind of what we did here, right? Because he was floating over 400 almost the entire time.
Yeah, and Wolfix pointed something out to me the other day too, that like on this map, actually, it's easier to expand on this spawn because the way that this third is here, the tanks can shoot across that little
from here.
water. Yeah, and on some of the other spawns, it's different.
Oh, like,
Yep,
yeah,
there's
this
a good
is
example
way
right
different.
there. It's harder to defend on
That's
those.
way
So
different.
top right and bottom left, they're much easier to. Ooh, we got a storm drop here.
It's like
Sterling's got a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, he's got a huge army. He's going to have to do a lot now. The CC got canceled and we just lost, like, our entire natural, so we're kind of...
He's like all in.
Yeah, he has to all in now. We're just all inning.
These mines, are they going to pay dividends?
Got
Maybe
a
he
lot
can
of
snipe
storms here.
Yeah, maybe he'll snipe these High Templar. Nomad maybe going in a little prematurely.
Ooh, these mine hits are huge, too.
Not sure it's going to pan off. Oh! The tanks are so clumped. Can we... Oh, I'm clenching. Wow. That could have gone a lot worse.
Could have gone a lot worse. It actually... I know... Like, the supply is actually even better looking... Better than it looks right now for Sterling, because his worker count is so low. His army supply is huge right now. And we're losing more goons to these mines. I mean, we have, like, nothing but a handful of zealots now coming out.
A lot of gateways, though, and Sterling is, like, not rushing to take that high ground. I feel like after he killed that army, yeah, he should probably get up there right away.
Yeah, he wanted to wait on vultures, which I think is pretty fair, because it's usually going to be a lot of zealots behind that.
Especially with all those tanks being so weak. He's doing a really good job spreading them after he realized there was storm. This is going to be hard for Nomad to stop. This is so pushable here from the high ground. And there's no expansion at the bottom. So Sterling can sit on the high ground and kill the other 2 expansions really easily. And he could really just turtle here and kill the other bases. Not sure if he knows about top left or not. But this is a really strong position for him right now. And like you said, the supplies are really stacked against Nomad because he's probably got 55, 60 probes, and
yeah, at least
Sterling's probably sitting on 35 or 40 SCVs right now. No Goliaths.
Yeah, we got this one turret here, which is not going to be in range, so some of these tanks are going to get picked off here with the Zealot Bomb. But I mean, Nomad's... He's going to have a hard time getting an army up to beat this. I actually wouldn't hate Sterling just holding this position and pushing these side bases and, like, re-expanding.
Yeah.
But he's going to go for the option of basically pushing down here, which is going to be a little bit scary, but if he gets this position, this is, like, all of the gateways for Nomad as well, so... Yeah, if he can get here, it's a better position for, like, crushing the rallies and stuff, but it kind of feels unnecessary, I think. But he's just feeling really pressured because he's not expanding. He's just committed mentally to this attack now.
Yeah, I like the patience is good. You know, I've run into a lot of problems myself not being patient enough in this matchup and just Yeah, here you go. So he is gonna split off, and oh, there's maybe two storms here. Gonna get a couple tanks, but it's not gonna be enough.
Mm-hmm.
This Nexus is definitely gonna go down. Maybe we have one gateway at top left or something. Another storm. Nope.
Didn't get it all.
Targets. Now
Yeah.
there's Goliath. Is he making? Has he like replenished his SCVs at home and added more factories, or is he? Yeah, making workers. His CC looks a little off in his natural, May. No, okay.
It's fine. Yeah,
Looks
it's
like,
fine.
yeah. Scanning.
So he is actually doing that. So he did decide to hold this position. We are going to have a little bit of a run around here from Nomad, but counterattacking for Nomad kind of isn't really the play. Like, normally, yes, but in this case, there's not really anything to counterattack. I mean, you can create skirmishes and stuff to stop reinforcements, but I mean, I don't know how he ever breaks this position, actually. This looks terrible.
Yeah, he needs gateways at top left or arbiters or carriers or something. He's never going to get up that high ground without that stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this was just to make sure that there was no third base, and the map was just confirming that he is actually still 2 base.
I mean, look at how slow Sterling is. It's always so impressive to me when someone can play Zerg or Terran with such low APM.
Right.
Effectively, you know, it just goes to show their decision making is so good. Yeah, Nomad trying to run around, but this is just gateway units, and the science facility's done, right? So we're probably working on 2-2, I imagine, right now. This army's gonna get trapped, Ozzy.
Yeah, but this could actually still be good for Nomad. Like I said, creating skirmishes like away from the setup army is good because he's out mining by so much, right? Huge mine drag there too to kill a bunch of the tanks. So yes, Nomad loses this fight, but he is still out mining Sterling, and we're taking this bottom corner base as well. And if this goes unscouted and we can continue just kind of like trade and delay and stuff, I actually still like this for Nomad. It's just Sterling is on a bit of a timer right now.
Yeah, but now that he lost, like, Nomad traded his whole army, we can come down here, and Sterling's got so much at the third. Okay, he's bringing it with him. Yeah, he can't be too cocky here and get stormed to death, but I think that he's probably going to kill the main at this point, Ozzy.
I'm not so sure. Huge storm there kills a bunch of tanks. Gonna have another storm soon. I mean, there's a lot of army up here as well. The part that's starting to concern me is if he ends up losing this, like while he's pushing, Nomad can delay him, stall him. We do have an Arbiter out now as well.
Uh-oh.
And we're gonna have units building in the top left corner. Storm did not get off. And we have a bunch of storms ready. Gonna blanket these tanks and clean it up. And I think this is gonna be too much for Sterling now.
Only goons left over, and they're all gonna melt. Here come the Zealot reinforcements. Maybe he can clean this up. The mines are gonna be the Protoss unit here at some point too. Yep. Yeah, what is it? Does Sterling still have anything on the high ground?
No, this was everything.
Reinforcing. I mean, he should reinforce that position probably. But
now we're gonna get some drops on the top base. And there's like nothing to defend. We got one single tank.
We're 2-1. Which is good. So he's probably got 3-2 going on the back foot, which is really good. He's got a lot of gas. Is he trying to take is he floating a command center down to the 3 o'clock-ish base, or is that just a barracks? Yeah, he's got a command center there. He hasn't landed it yet. Oh man, this storm drop is gonna be brutal if that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean this is like gonna be all of his economy soon. Okay, we snipe a probe. But at this point, like, trading vultures to kill some probes doesn't even feel good for Sterling.
This is not going to be a super efficient trade for Nomad right here. Yeah, he decides to pull back. He's got 2 Arbiters now.
Yeah, we don't have energy for recall. Exactly. Yeah, we don't have to try and fight it like this anymore.
Oh, I mean, Sterling, he must have transferred those SCVs. That wasn't a
yeah, I don't think that was a reaction. I was about to say that too. He was transferring down here without seeing the drop coming.
Still, like, the supplies are okay for Terran, like 140 to 122. The problem is that Nomad has these corners, man. And now the Arbiters are out. Sterling's spread kind of thin because now there's recalls and he's got all of his army on the high ground in front of Nomad's base. So he's going to need to start, like, preparing for recall defense and probably grind this game out and push his way down to bottom right.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when I'm in this position as Terran and I know Arbs are out right now and there's like potential recalls and I think about getting recall defense, I just attack and self-destruct instead because it just sounds so miserable to play from this position against recall. Because he's already hurting for eco so much. He has to set up recall defense here and like worry about it flying through the main and stuff. And we've been so broke this whole game.
Yeah, and what is he still is only sitting on 6 factories and 2 machine shops, so it's not like we're making a lot of tanks. What does he have on the high ground still? Not a whole lot. A lot of mines. Now he's starting to mine up his main. Get ready for recall defense. Hasn't started his next rounds of upgrades. Is he still on 2-1 or did
just
plus
2-1.
3 finish already? Yeah, so not upgraded. Recall at the 3 o'clock base. This base is... Oh, that's a weak recall.
Yeah, we call that a Rye call.
Oh, Rye call.
Yeah, it's a Moon recall. Moon Rye recall. It's when you have to bring 3 arbiters to get 1 recall worth of units. Redropping here in the storm.
At the same time. Better reaction this time for sure, but still going to lose a lot of SCVs, which we can't afford to do right now.
Hey, what's up, Pusher?
Still really impressed with Sterling's ability to keep a high supply all game, considering how, like, you know, damaged he's been the entire game. Man, he really needs to start that next round of upgrades. Now we're on 1 mining base. I mean, he really needs to take like the middle and that 3 o'clock base at the same time or something. There's like nothing Terran can do on 1 base like this. It's totally unplayable.
Rebuilding our observatory now.
Looks like he's gonna reinforce the position on the high ground in front of Nomad's base.
I mean, to me, this is just a doomed game. There is no way out at this point. I honestly don't see anything Sterling could do to win from here.
Yeah, even if he kills the main, because we have the corners as Protoss, it's not gonna matter.
That's kind of what it turns into. The problem is there's just so many fire stuff to put out now. Like, we have to worry about recalls. We have all 3 corner bases taken. We're being outmined like crazy. We're on 1 base mining. Like, there's just so much that he has to do. It doesn't matter if Nomad's insanely inefficient, because he's just outmining like 4-1 right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually,
Sterling getting a
2
pretty
base
good
right
trade.
now.
Sorry, what?
I just kind of realized Nomad's actually only mining on the 2 corner bases. Like, it feels like he's got the whole map, but we're not mining here.
True, yeah, but Terran on 1 base like this is...
yeah,
he really needs to secure another location before he can do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, with these corner bases, like, even if Sterling pushes the main here, I mean, Nomad could probably sack it. Wow. Man, if we get all these probes, though, that's a lot of probes.
That is, like, all of the probes.
Yeah. Storm is going to kill these vultures. Oh, good reaction from Sterling. Did he start his next round of upgrades yet?
We just recalled a bunch of probes, by the way.
Wow. Oh, man. Hey, I mean, probably better than losing them.
Probably +3 attack on the way here.
Yeah. No Terran players remember to get armor.
Well, I think a lot of times, at least in my case, and I think a lot of Terrans feel this way, it's not that we don't remember armor, it's just that it's really expensive and the attack just feels so much more important.
Worst already in the chat complaining about Terran. What's up, Worst? Yeah, I mean, Sterling is like really patient with his pushing, and I like how he spreads out of his tanks and takes his time to do all that.
He's been incredibly efficient this whole game.
Yeah. Even still, like, the supplies are fairly close for how, you know, much damage he's taken this game. Like, this is still playable supplies. It's just not a playable economy.
Exactly.
Like, oh, it looks like he's landed in the middle, Ozzy. And he's mining the middle. That's a lot of SCVs.
Okay, that's actually
like
pretty big.
Yeah. Storm drop. Oh, that's...
He tried to drop it on the tank so it wouldn't get shot by the tank.
Hey, man, things are starting to look up for Sterling. He's got 2 mining bases. Now that he's got the middle secured, he's kind of pushing the bottom left. You know, it's going to be easier for him to hopefully take that 3 o'clock base.
Yeah, Sterling is playing this really, really well. If Nomad doesn't snuff out one of these bases, he actually can still lose this game, which is crazy considering the position earlier. But we are going to get this recall in the mid base, which is completely wide open now.
Yeah, and it's already so weak, the command center is. It's probably all just gonna melt. Maybe we're gonna... Yep. Okay. 3 arbiters.
These two arbiters got EMP'd as he recalled them, it looks like.
Wow. Good SCV pull. Man, we can't lose this command center, but it's probably gonna go down.
Yeah, there's no way to save it at this point.
Yeah, I like what Sterling's doing, how he's like mining the other reinforcing positions from Protoss. Super smart. He's gonna clean this up. Hopefully kill the Arbiter too, and then maybe just float. Looks like he's floating his natural down to 3 o'clock. Oh,
That's just an
it's
eBay.
still there. Okay. Yeah, he probably should float his natural down to 3 o'clock at this point and take that expansion. Is he still just got a bunch of units on the high ground outside of bottom left too? Just enough to kind of be able to reinforce it if Nomad tries to break out.
I mean, supply looks really good for Sterling right now. He's going to be able to kill this base. Nomad actually might end up losing this game.
Yeah, just really good decision making, man. Super strategical.
Very
But, I mean,
patient
we're almost,
and efficient.
yeah, but we're almost mined out. Like we can't lose any of this army. And Nomad looks like he's got quite a bit of stuff coming across the map, but does he have any observers? Because there's a lot of mines. 12 o'clock's being countered. One stasis here is gonna... Oh my goodness! Lose the Arbiter to a turret. This is gonna be defended.
I mean, you say that Sterling's almost mined out, but so is Nomad. This base is going to be mined out pretty soon. We actually didn't finish this base. Just kind of holding the position for now.
Yeah. And Sterling's probably going to take 3 o'clock at this point. Looks like he's setting it up with defenses right now. Nomad's made some DTs at bottom right. I don't know if there's any detection down there.
Not currently. Okay. DTs in these situations can always be like really efficient.
And Nomad's not mining gas. I don't know if he hasn't noticed this or not, but he is only mining his spent geyser in his main. Okay, he's got that one going at least. But only on one gas. Or okay, he's got this base too. That's good. So he's got what, 3 base mining?
Yes.
Versus the 1 base mining of Sterling. So I think he's still in an okay position. Sterling's probably got +3 by now. Hopefully he's getting his armor upgrade.
Yeah, we got our
okay,
+2.
3-2. Good. Yeah, who needs +3 armor when you're Terran, right? Worse, +2 is enough.
Well, when you're broke.
These mines could kind of kill us here. That's a really good stasis. Kind of.
Kind of. It's a little bit of an anti-stasis as well, though, because it creates this wall.
Oh, man.
But we just have so many units here. Yeah, he's going to clean this up and break through. And now he gets to choose. If he goes down here and breaks his position, then that's going to be game. And it does look like that's where we're going to be going. This 12 o'clock position just about mined out. Man, this was really back and forth considering how terrible it looked for Sterling the entire game. And he's actually still going to hold this position. We actually can't break this as Nomad. Going to beat a lot of Dragoons into this while we go back here and catch a bunch of these tanks, though, on the rally.
Yeah, this is the first time in the game where the supplies look actually bad for Sterling at this point, and he doesn't have the economy to catch back up. And now Nomad's mining, you know, it's looking fully saturated on 3 bases. He's probably going to take the natural at top left here soon. And just like the way that the game is, because there's no available corner, it just looks impossible for Sterling to try to grind out the rest of the game.
Yeah, from here it's kind of hard to even say what he should do. To clear this army, maybe he can try retaking mid, but his best bet, in my opinion, would be to try and push to the bottom right and take these bases as he pushes it.
Yeah, middle would be really strong because he can kind of abandon 12 o'clock here pretty soon. He doesn't really need to worry about defending it much more. He could like kind of defend the middle from the high ground and kill bottom right maybe and try to take those bases. To your point earlier, I mean, Nomad took top left really soon. It's almost mined out. Yeah. So if we could get bottom right, then it's possible. Looks like we're going to counterattack. Where is Nomad's army?
Yeah, Nomad's like
got a lot of supply. Maybe he's got... Yeah, he's kind of spread out, and maybe he's got a lot of probes.
He's got too many probes, because it does not look like a max supply Protoss right now.
Yeah, and I've noticed, like, okay, there is an observer. I was kind of thinking there wasn't really an observer on the map because he's been running through a lot of mines, but Sterling's going to try to kill this base. I don't think he can hold this position with what he has. He doesn't have enough vultures here, but The choke is really strong for him, and it looks like Nomad's gonna maybe try to save it. Here he comes.
Yeah, the issue is I don't think killing a base is enough for Sterling right now. He
Yeah,
needs more bases.
yeah, this is gonna be GG. This is like everything Sterling had. Um,
Big
but you
stasis on
know,
these tanks as well.
he was in a tough spot, like not really sure what he could do or if he could grind out the rest of the game. So
I mean, even
kind of can't
observing the
blame him
game,
for
right?
trying.
I gave up on the game like 10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna give Sterling some massive props for making this look super winnable somehow.
Yeah, yeah. And like someone said in the chat, it's crazy that he like got all that macro off of 5 facts. The
Mhm.
guy's clearly got good macro and isn't missing depots and stuff because it's not like he was floating a ton of money. He's had a lot of gas the whole game, probably because he didn't add that third machine shop in time. But yeah, I mean, it gives me hope that the series isn't going to be a clean 3-0 from Nomad based on the way Sterling's
I
played
think
this game. I mean,
definitely not.
he really opened from behind too. I mean, cross spawns is like the only position on a 4-player map that Protoss even really has an advantage statistically against Terran.
Mhm.
So there was that. There was a 21 Nexus. We made a bunker before the CC, so we were kind of behind from the opening, and then Nomad took that 530 third. So it's really impressive how much he's done. I kind of can't believe he's got this much stuff still and he's attacking.
Well, I think he has to attack at this point. Attacking down here, you basically have no choice. And if he can somehow find a way to clear this up and hold 3 o'clock, because like 12 o'clock doesn't matter anymore. We don't care about
Yeah.
this anymore. So we can just full send everything down here and be defending this area while we push bottom right and expand. So in his supply, with +3 attack, like this supply can defend
Ooh.
this
EMP
army.
here is going to be so good.
The game
You
is
get it?
still not over, actually.
Yeah. Somehow Sterling climbing back up to 130 supply versus 160 with upgrade Terran, and this is playable.
Yeah, he is deciding not to push up the ramp.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't. Maybe.
No, he should take the middle.
I think not pushing up the ramp is a little bit of a myth. You just have to do it properly, but I know a lot of Terrans won't do it because they're afraid of what can happen. Like, when you start going up the ramp and you're getting spam stormed, I get it.
Yeah, there's nothing else up. There's no cannons in this case, right? So
Yeah.
he could fly a science vessel up there and EMP the High Templars and then crush that base for sure. But he also doesn't know, and it looks like he's worried about trying to defend his main. So I think it's really smart that he's taken the middle on this map. It's a really strong position for where he's at right now because he needs to take bottom right, and he can defend those expansions by taking this center base.
I think the plan is we're going to try and take mid, right? So the plan is to take middle. Don't let them have this base, and then we can take this base later if we want it. Like, let them mine this out. Don't let them have this. We're going to take this. That seems to be the game plan.
Yeah, and I guess in that case, I mean, Protoss is going to have, what, 7? We'll have mined out 7 bases. So we're not going to be, like, on equal mining with Protoss this whole game under these circumstances, but it's
He's been
as
so
close as he's
efficient.
going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, a recall in the main right now would be a real problem.
That's what I was kind of looking at earlier was...
But Nomad just doesn't have that much stuff, Ozzy. Like, does he have too many probes? Okay, there's some more, but maybe even right now he's got too many goons in his main army. There's just not a lot of zealots.
This is like less than 12 zealots here for this bust.
Yeah, and with all the, I mean, Sterling's done a really good job laying out mines. And, oh, we're going to get another EMP. Yep, that one connected.
It was on the lower energy Arbiter at least. Like, the Arbiter was only to 80 energy.
Yeah, it looks like Nomad's going to clear these few tanks down here.
Yeah, he wants to clear this and start mining this base.
Oh!
Oh! That was the 2 full energy Arbiter.
That's huge. That's huge. Like, that's all Nomad had going for him in this army. Like, the High Templars just died.
Yeah,
and so this is all goons.
He can't break this position with his army composition right now.
Sterling has so much, dude. You see what's coming out of his factories? Like, this rally of units? Like, he's almost maxed.
We never went above 6 factories this entire game, by the way.
Yeah, just insane macro. It looks like he's completely starved of gas. He needs to start mining that gas at 3 o'clock. He took the SCVs off all of his gas like at 12 and everything. He's only got 1 here, so he needs to fix this. He should be mining that gas while it's there.
Yeah, even if it's depleted, you have to be mining that.
Yeah, Yep, and he lifted the other CCs, so he really needs to. Hopefully, he's going to notice that. It looks like he hasn't yet. He's probably wondering, like, why don't I have any gas? And he's going to figure it out soon. But this is still okay. I mean, he's almost maxed, and he just EMP'd all the Arbiters on the map, and I don't see any High Templars with this army. They're all at bottom right. Now he's stopping the expansion at the bottom right national again, denying it. Just super good play from Sterling, man. Super slow and defensive and grindy. Worse, nemesis. Yeah, I mean, Nomad seriously can't do anything. He doesn't have any stasis.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Recalls.
And even if he tried to, I mean, at this point, trying to bust this feels impossible. He can try to go for a recall. I guess. I don't actually even know. A carrier swap could be good right now, but we're not doing that at all.
Yeah. Nomad long distance mining down here. I mean, even getting all these probes here would be huge. 9 o'clock still looks fairly healthy, right? And same with...
Yeah, a couple thousand there. I mean, the problem is Sterling is going to need one more base still. Like, if Nomad gets to mine this out, I think he has too much bank for Sterling to get through.
Yeah, he does have a lot of money.
Because we got this base here, which is going to be a ton of money, and this is, like, still completely full.
Yeah, this is nice for Sterling.
Yeah, being super annoying with these vultures. Killing a ton of these probes.
Yeah. I mean, also freeing up a lot of supply for Nomad to spend his bank on units. I mean, Nomad really doesn't need this many probes. I think Nomad's probably okay at this point with Sterling taking this base down here. I mean, he's mined from it, and he's mined out bottom right, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
at this point, that's just more units for Nomad.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow, that base
he's still
is
got so much money,
super
actually.
Full. Yeah. Yeah, Nomad needs to do something. Sterling, I'm sorry, needs to do something. He needs to get that expansion down there really bad. And I mean, 6 is so fresh. He should really be killing that bottom right and then trying to take 6. Like, he's almost... like, the middle's going to be mined out soon, man.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot left in the middle. Looks like we missed our EMP.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Nomad's going to try to make something happen. The tanks are pretty far back from being able to defend the mineral line, but this...
It's so
that's
many.
a lot of tanks. Yeah. I could see this going really well for... Oh no, that's siege. Man, if there's any storm or stasis, those tanks, yeah.
Yeah, Sterling kind of caught off guard, like not actually ready for this
again,
push to come through.
It's all goons, man. Like, he can defend
oh, we have no
this with the
scans.
tanks he's got left.
We have no scans in our... We have no scans, we have no vessels.
I was gonna say this earlier, like, he really needed a few turrets in the middle.
Yeah, he actually had no scans, so these arbiters were just wrecking everything for free.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Nomad's... the supplies are close, but Nomad's got so much money, dude. That's gotta be game.
Man, that went surprisingly well. Like I said, Sterling kind of not actually ready for this push to come through, and then we just didn't have scans or detection, so the arbiters did so much work.
Oh, we sniped the vessel. Yeah, I mean, he kind of like unsieged, right, when it all happened and moved his tanks in an odd direction, and the stasises were really good. I mean, he's still got a lot of tanks, but...
we don't have Goliath range either.
Yeah. Losing this base and all the SCVs is kind of devastating for us at this point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there goes Sterling, being efficient as hell. Chasing down every single unit that he can. I mean, 3 o'clock's almost mined out, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, he's gonna just push and see what he can do, I'm assuming. I don't think he has another choice. Yeah,
Arbiter wins that fight against the Goliath.
Okay, that's good. We got an observer here. I mean, we only have the one comsat. Oh, we have 12 o'clock comsat as well.
No.
Oh, nope, we lifted that. So we only have the one landed. So now we don't have any scans, because we and the science vessel got stasis, so... I mean, we could just win with DTs here.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're
Nothing
gonna try and
defending.
deny this base, but I mean it doesn't matter. Like Nomad still has so much, I guess, available minerals here. We're not mining it hardly, but
Yeah, there's so much Protoss streaming across the map to come defend this right now.
we're not completely done mining for Sterling.
Yeah, yeah, this is definitely game over. What a game from Sterling, though, man. He really turned it into something. I mean, Nomad was so greedy, and Sterling still, you know, grinded it out into a really good game. So it's impressive to see how well he did. Again, there's just not that many zealots, man. Like the
I know Nomad's been playing so goon heavy this whole time.
yeah, Sterling's doing a good job targeting the goons too. So, but that's it. That's gonna be everything. Maybe Sterling is gonna pull a typical Terran and
Not quit the game.
stay in the game for another 20 minutes. Maybe that's my next Smurf is typical Terran.
Typical Terran.
Nobody's better at staying in the game longer than Moonrai, though. But maybe Sterling is. How does he have so much still? I mean, he's not even mining.
Did I
That's
tell you
crazy.
the first day that I played Terran? And it wasn't even when I was like trying to learn Terran. I just had a day where I wanted to play Terran on ladder. And I had some guy come in and call me a typical entitled Terran not leaving the game when it's unwinnable. I was like, dude, this is like my first ever TVP. Like, chill.
Yeah, we're awfully delusional that our last 4 tanks with 3-3 can win us the entire game.
I know you have 3-3 in those tanks, and it's like, man, I'm pretty sure I can take like 200 supply right now.
I'll message Sterling and see what the next map is for him.
Okay.
Maybe you want to message him in game. I don't know if he's looking at his Discord.
I don't even know what his... I don't know what his account even is.
Here, I'll do it. Oh, he just messaged me the second I messaged him on. Polypoid. Surprising pick from a Terran player playing a Protoss. There we go. I'll be right back.
Pretty good. Alright, Cat. It's time to go outside. I'm actually not going to be playing BSL T-Toss. Okay. The score is currently 1-0 Nomad. No, it wasn't burnout. I didn't get to play very much. And I didn't get my MMR high enough to play in Ghostly League, pretty sure, so I'm just not gonna play. I don't feel like playing below Ghostly League. My living situation's made it hard to play as much as I want to. So I decided not to just overcommit to stuff and focus more on getting out into my new place so I can sleep better, play better, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, sleep is #1, boys.
I can't, yeah. Trying to play StarCraft on no sleep is just a bad thing to do. Not only do you play poorly, but you create poor habits.
Yeah, it's fun to play video games when you're... Or it's nice to play video games and eat crappy food when you're tired or hungover or something, but you gotta... It's like a Skyrim day. You know,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You can't be playing Brood War, you know?
Yeah, I was playing like Halls of Torment for like 2 hours today. which is like
I'm
a
so
vampire survivor type game.
okay. I'm so out of touch with the video game world now. I'm like a Brood War elitist. Um, I pretty much only play this game, and then I play a lot of older Super Nintendo games on the Switch with my kids.
I mean, those are good games. The SNES games was when gaming was good, man.
Yeah. We sound very old right now.
Yeah, well, everybody watching and playing Brood War should be at least in their mid-30s, so I think we're okay.
Nomad looking like he's planning on going forward gate and trying to get a gas steal if he's lucky with first scout, which he's going to be. So, looking like another rough opener for Sterling if this gas gets stolen, which it's going to. Unless we're doing like a 10-10-10, but as we've talked about that before, it's actually kind of bad against Zealot openings.
Really bad.
Yeah, we don't even have the barracks down. Wow. Sterling is going to be so tilted from this. Wow. Wow.
So, Nomad, I mean, you let him do that, right? It's actually fine to let them do that when you're doing Fort Gate like this.
No, now we're just delaying the barracks. I mean, this is terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna have, like, this is really bad for Sterling.
Yeah, he absolutely should have let him have the gas.
Yeah, you have to at that point. You have to specifically for this Ford Gateway. And you can kind of tell based on how early the probe got there, this is 100% a Ford Gateway, or Ford Pylon.
Yeah, Spidey senses should be tingling that there's a gateway in the middle of the map or something. Almost
loses that SCV.
And Nomad has super good Zealot micro. And obviously he has really good probe micro. This SCV's going down.
Oh my god, we got the bounce over the depot both times, so really good by Sterling to not lose any SCVs. I mean, it did delay, yeah, we're gonna lose the probe, actually.
Wow. I've never gotten so lucky with the RNG on an SCV before. That's incredible.
Did we forget to rally our Zealot or something? Why is this should have been here a long time ago.
237. Yeah, that comes out at like 228. No, you're right. It's a little slow.
Yeah.
It comes out at like 228, and it should have been all the way across the map.
Yeah, and now we're supply blocked behind the Zealot. I mean, I guess it's gonna be brief, but is this only a single Zealot then? Because this should this might be a single Zealot.
Or yeah, because the supply block, right? The Cyber Core is gonna be done. Maybe he still makes the other Zealot and just gets a later goon. Shouldn't be too bad, but only one Marine out. 2 out.
Yeah, second one gonna go out. I feel like
good.
A little bit of a missed opportunity for Nomad, but it's still gonna be good for him overall. One SCV going down.
A little over focused on the probe micro, creating a supply block for him.
Yeah.
And it didn't pan out either, because he didn't get an SCV and he lost the probe. Sterling's still mining, I think, full gas. I wonder if he's gonna be up to something or if he's just busy. Yeah, now Sterling's in an okay position, and there's still no Nexus yet. I almost wonder if he's gonna throw down a second factory.
Yeah, this has turned out really good for Sterling somehow. It definitely feels like Nomad made a mistake somewhere. I wasn't fully paying attention, but the Zealot seemed late. We got the supply block, so everything was... I mean, it should have been nearly 2 Zealots in his base by the time the 1 Zealot got there. So definitely a little bit of a mistake somewhere. Kind of messes up, but this is not fully blocked, so these 2 Zealots are going to walk in. Going to target the low HP one, so really good by Sterling there.
Yeah, and overall pretty good micro from Sterling. But the barracks is floated, and now there's a goon coming, which is the real problem. The Vulture, wow, really good body blocking with the SCVs. That was impressive.
I mean, it's going to be a Vulture and one half-dead Marine.
I mean, there's no Vulture. He went add-on.
Oh,
so,
true.
CC on the high ground. I mean, I guess his plan all along was to keep the barracks over the ramp like that.
Yeah, he wanted to do the SCV wall with the barracks, right? So the Zealots couldn't walk through, but didn't get there in time.
Yeah, he really should just have landed this a while ago and started making more Marines. This is a really tough opening now. It was kind of going okay, and then it's just spiraled out of control, and this is like what we were talking about earlier about making that bunker if you don't get first scout, because it's just so easy for the game to spiral out of control like this for Terran.
Yeah, I think everything from looked really fine until we just didn't block the ramp, right, and let those 2 Zealots walk in. I think if he doesn't do that, the game stays completely fine still.
Yeah, Looks like
We have a tank coming out
maybe.
soon, so he'll be able to push this back. I mean, this one's one shot away with the tank. Pop. There.
Yeah, got him. Yeah, so what's the follow-up from Nomad behind this? Is he going Robo, second gate? Okay, he's got the Robo down. Oh, I'm
I mean, he's
not making
actually
probes.
not... It's not that bad for Sterling. And
Wow,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
go
go
straight
four
to 4-pack.
fact.
So we're just gonna all
Okay.
in push from here. I get it. We've all been there,
Yeah,
right? The opening sucks for it. And you're like, all right, let's go for a push and see if we can pull it back somehow.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hopefully Nomad goes doesn't go Reaver here.
Well, he's
Yeah,
going
he
reverse, so
is. I
this
mean,
is like worst case for Sterling.
yeah, Reaver is really good against the four fact Reaver or DT. But I mean, he's only on one gateway, so
Now reacting.
with
It'll
good
lose both of
micro.
these goons. I think if we target the back goon moving forward, we get both, but still okay. We get one goon at least.
Yeah, being on one gateway like this, I mean, Sterling is going to be moving across the map. I mean, the shuttle timing was off, right? So, and we're expanding towards Terran. So there's still not even a shuttle out.
I mean, we're on one
He should
gateway.
yeah, he should be moving across the map. Like,
So this is
that's
why you
gotta
go for these
be.
pushes against Toss, by the way, when the opening sucks. But yeah, a lot of times Toss is like, okay, that was good for me. Let's be super greedy now. Let's like double expand. Let's get all the tech. Let's stop making units. We're golden, right? So that's why these like counter pushes can sometimes work against Protoss.
Does he even know where he is? Is that SCV going to scout? I mean, he doesn't even know where he is.
I think he's scouting for him. That's... Is he? No, there's no way, right?
I don't think he knows where he is.
No, he's been in his base.
Okay, okay. So maybe hidden base or going to see if Nomad took a corner, which Nomad is going to take a corner. It looks like he's already going down the bottom left. Oh, God, Nomad is so greedy.
I think he's checking 6 o'clock with his SCV, is the plan.
Yeah.
He just wanted to take a like weird route so that he can make sure to get the scout off, but it's actually going to be the forward nexus, which is not where you would expect Protoss to expand right now.
Yeah, you definitely would think it's 6 o'clock, and Reaver is kind of delayed. It should have been out by now. Here we go. We're gonna move out. What do we have an eBay or anything? He's got to have it.
We're just all in.
Wow. Yeah, with good Reaver control. I mean, this.
I mean, we're going to get on the high ground before the Reaver gets here, and this is a low SCV count. This is a lot of army coming through for Sterling.
Oh,
Mine's in really good
and
spots.
this-
We don't have observers either.
Oh, vultures are gonna get in. Oh, we just gotta save this stuff here and just target the Reaver. Is Nomad gonna let it die on the high ground like this?
Oh, it took a
Oh,
lot
it
of damage.
lost a lot of health. He should probably make an eBay down here and not force his way up the high ground. He's gonna.
Yeah, we don't need to go up the ramp here. We can just kill
No.
these bases and play from there.
No. Okay, he got the Reaver. I mean, maybe with the rallied reinforcements, we could get something done here.
Yeah,
There
I mean,
come the vultures. I mean, he's gonna mine the gateways and win, dude.
yeah, I think the game's over. This is why we do it. This is why we attack when we're dying.
Did this build the first time myself yesterday, actually, and won a game. Awesome from Sterling, man, pulling out the 4-fact.
Yeah, GG, good comeback. I feel like Nomad definitely messed up the early game a bit, because it feels like we should have done way more damage than we did in the beginning, but the reaction from Sterling is basically what I said, right? You do this push when it's like, well, maybe we'll catch the Protoss cutting way too many corners. And sure enough, it was a third rush into Reaver with no observer, as we do a 4-fact all in, and Sterling's able to pull it back.
Okay, Nomad's messaged me and said he needed to restart his computer really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that little 4-fact build. I've never really used it, but yesterday I decided to use it and won a game. And it's a sweet build, man. It's a really good build to bust out. It should definitely be in the back pocket of Terran players for sure.
Yeah, you should do builds like this to worse so he doesn't complain about you turtling.
Yep, exactly. I've got a surprise coming for worse. He's in the chat, so I can't say, but it's coming.
Yeah.
I know you are gonna take it. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna whine harder than me afterwards. Worst.
Alright, tied 1-1. Why does a mini stream on Twitch? Is he ugly? He is pretty ugly, but that's not the reason why. It's because, he doesn't want the fame, man.
Oh, speaking of that, Exit, you're banned from the tournament. That's okay. I hate this new nice version of you that you became after you lost to Primal. It's disgusting. #1 USA Terran.
According to BSL, it's true, man.
Yeah, it is. He's #1 on BSL for American Terrans. Jin Jin. Oh yeah. Yeah. Exit got slapped by Primal and Moonrise Protoss recently, Jin Jin.
Yeah, are we gonna cast that Proxy DQ Rush replay?
We're definitely gonna cast Moonverse Exit. I'm gonna let everyone in the community know that that's gonna be casted.
We should do
hundreds and hundreds of people here.
You know what we should do? We should collect replays of Exit losing to like Moonrise and Primal and just do a cast day of nothing but Exit losing to those two. Like 10 replays of him losing to Primal and Moonrise.
Yeah, we give people a hard time. And we give each other a hard time for losing to Primal and Moonrise, but all Terran players know that TVP doesn't count. We count the victories, we don't count the losses.
I mean, you can honestly lose to any Protoss. It's
not
even it's not even like a meme. It's just actually true. As someone that has played a lot of Protoss and Terran at this point, I have beat Terrans that I never should have beat, and I've lost to Protosses that I never should have lost to. So.
Yeah. Exactly. I can still just hop on Protoss super rusty and beat S-rank Terrans.
I mean, I almost lost to like a 1600 toss because you did like a 1-base 5-gate Zealot speed all in. And I thought you're trying to prepare for everything, and then like 30 speed lots show up, and it's like, alright, well, I think I'm dead.
Hey, Exit, you lost to my Protoss, buddy. So, I don't know what you're talking about. This guy's only beat me one time. He's over here talking it up. Score is 2-1, my favor, by the way, Exit. So you still haven't beaten me in a best of 3.
Protoss is so easy. I think.
Isn't that crazy? I beat the #1 Terran in the USA in a best of 3 with 2 different races.
That's crazy.
It's 1-1, Keen.
Yeah, I really need to make a scoreboard for these matches.
I think. Okay, Nomad's here. Let's get the map.
I have a scoreboard, but it says Pro League on it.
I hope Nomad picks Monty Hall. Let's go. Okay, he said 1 second. Oh, Nomad says he doesn't have any sound. Uh-oh.
Tell him Control
That's not
S.
like a...
Like his computer doesn't, or his game doesn't?
Yeah, it says his game doesn't have sound. Exit, I don't play in the money matches because I'm the one putting up the money. That's why I'm not playing in the tournament.
Nomad seems like the kind of guy that would hit Control S and not know what happened. Bolt, to answer your question, if you're still
Look
here.
at that. Sterling's got my back. I'll take you up on that, Sterling. Find an opponent for me. Oh, it's got to be a Protoss, huh? All right. Yeah, I'm sick of doing the Goliath all into Zergs anyways. Sorry for the delay, guys, but Nomad's got something going on with his computer. Oh, he exits StarCraft again. Sounds like it's just an issue with StarCraft.
That should be easy to fix if that's all it is, but I don't know how good Nomad is with computers. Apparently, he doesn't have a mic. Or doesn't know how to make it work. What are we doing? Exit versus Mooney for 25? TBT?
Sure, do you want me to play Protoss or Terran?
I'd actually like to
probably
watch
beat,
a TBT.
I could probably beat Exit with my Zerg, to be honest.
We have only TVP matches on my YouTube. I'd like something else.
Sounds good.
I don't mind TVT at all. Some people hate it, but I like it. What's up, Box?
Now that Sterling is in the Discord, I can get some seriously good TVT practice. This guy's a TVT god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nomad not responding. We're gonna have to get Moon in here to finish his matches. I like TBT too, Sterling. I just don't like to play 5 of them in a freaking row. You know,
yeah, I feel like we would like it.
2 or 3 of them.
We'll do a best of 3 for TVT.
Yeah, well, Sterling, you're a very patient and strategical player, so it makes sense you're so good at TBT. I mean, we were really impressed that first game on Deja Vu, how you even managed to make that game work. You're one of those Terran players that's really good for being slow. Yeah, but it was amazing, man. I mean, you were so far behind, dude. It was crazy.
I will say at the end of the game, by the way, Nomad was the one at like 170 APM and Sterling was over 200, so they swapped APM as the game went on.
Yes, Primal, you are the epitome of Protoss.
He represents all of Protoss.
Except Primal doesn't really do all that terrible, terrible, cheesy Protoss crap, you know? He really just plays the same way every time. He doesn't really do anything like proxy DTs or...
Well, he's tried, and you see what happens when he tries.
Yeah, that's true. He's not really good at the cheese.
It's not that he doesn't want to cheese, it's that he can't do it.
Yeah, I can go gasless versus Primal and still not lose to proxy forward gate Zealot opener.
Whenever when I'm playing against Primal, and a Reaver flies into my base and I don't even have like an E-base started, I think to myself, okay, we're ahead. Because he's going to take more damage trying to micro his Reaver than I'm going to from his Reaver.
Yeah, that's what happened the last game we played. He tried to go Reaver. And he flew into my base and landed it and killed a turret, and I had Vultures murder like 15 of his probes, and the Reaver just sat there and did nothing. Primal. That's not true, bro. It's actually 1-0. I don't know what you're talking about. 2-1. If we're still playing by your rules that you set, it's 1-0, bro. All that matters is who won the last game. Okay, well, for the year, it's 1,000 to 20. Yes, Box. One of the players is having an issue with their computer that we're trying to resolve.
I can talk to my stream, Mooney. It's okay. I can answer. You hijacking my stream now too, man?
Kickback is what Nomad says.
Kickback.
Apparently Nomad doesn't have any sound.
So he just hasn't been able to fix it at all?
I guess. Yeah, I'm really curious if he, if it's Brood War or his PC.
It's hard to
Primal's going to play Exit.
Responses from him. I can help him if he would use his words.
Nomad joined the wrong game.
Let me help you.
I don't know what Nomad is doing. He's just joined the wrong game.
Somebody help this man. He's a Protoss player.
This is why. The last time we tried to host the money match between him and Artosis, we had Moon play. I don't know. Worst, I've asked him a million times if it's his PC or if it's Brood War, and he literally hasn't answered me. How do you not know, dude? How does he not know if it's... Tell him to click on the little speaker button. It makes a noise.
Okay, whatever. I can't help him. He doesn't want to help.
Yeah,
I give
that's
up.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
This is like such an easy thing to fix. I'm pretty sure I could fix this for him in like 2 minutes if he would talk to me.
I think he's lying, and he just realized he needed a reason to explain his loss after taking that beating from Sterling.
Playing Brood War and being computer illiterate, name a more iconic duo. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Exit
war.
took pictures of his rank on his computer to post to Discord because he didn't know how to take a screenshot.
I'm also guilty of that. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, just
But
don't admit to it.
Wolfix literally had to teach me how to take a screenshot. I mean, I quit playing Brood War in like 2016 and didn't have a computer until I came back this year in February.
I remember when we tried to get Exit to talk in Discord the first day, and it was him taking pictures of the back of his computer asking us which one to plug his headset into. And I was like, Exit, it's color.
No, worse. I've just always been terrible with computer stuff, man. I have to have Goose help me with everything. That's why I'm so bad at like organizing the tournaments and stuff like that. I'm a mechanical person. I'm not good with the computers.
Alright, no more bullying, I guess. So I know Sterling likes to go full wall on this map. He talked about it.
Yeah, I don't like the full wall. It just always reminds me of like the old days of having to deal with 10-15 gate. Like when I played versus Ray on this map, and I saw the forward zealot, it's just like I feel like you could just make the bunker and you don't have to make the third depot because you just have the one entrance. So, still nice to have something there so they can't just run right through. But
this conversation reminds me about there's this comedian called actually I can't remember his name. Brian Regan, I think. Brian Regan. He does this bit where he's talking about how there's actually cooking instructions on a Pop-Tart box. And like it says something like he's like reading the instructions or whatever and it says insert pastry vertically, and then he like starts yelling and he's like, these people are reading Pop-Tart instructions, you're gonna throw the vertical concept at them.
I like that Sterling walled in the probe. That's pretty smart. I don't know how I feel about Nomad walling himself in.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't.
mean, I guess the goon pops out on the outside, but isn't this like really bad if we get like, I don't know, a 2-fact or something?
Yeah, it seems really bad against 2-fact.
Maybe he's got some plan, like he's gonna go. But an SCV fits in between the core and the pylon, right? So we're gonna get a scout.
Yeah, and he does at least see that there's still one on gas, right? So it's not going to be anything like crazy fast. If he wanted to go for like a surprise 2-fact, it's going to be really late at this point. So it's not going to be a 2-fact. He sees that at least. We are going to go range. We got the goon coming. I imagine we're going to do like a 21 Nexus off of one goon. I guess what this allows him to do though is we get to go single goon, and you don't have to make the second goon to block the vulture. You can just go out with this first goon and harass this wall. And it is actually going to be a late 2-fact. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's before we even scouted, and I mean, now this wall is going to be kind of a nightmare. Especially if we go like Robo or something, and this is our only gateway. And this is so like 2008. This whole scenario right here, where you have the goon shooting your wall, and you have to repair it till your tank comes out. I mean, I talk about this all the time. This is like when Noni was crushing it in Courage, when we had like Cow Cross and Medusa and all these flat maps where the Protoss players were just 10-15 gating every game. I'm sure Sterling is stoked to see this wall right here. I think this is going to be really good for him.
As when Gold got banned? I don't know, did he? Seems unrelated. What's going on here? I mean, his 3 Marines can push this back if he wants to, but there's a second gun coming now. Siege tank comes out. I guess we're going to hide the tank, but we can't really hide the tank for very long because second goon's here and it's going to be threatening the wall now, so...
Yeah, we actually need to repair this depot. The tank's bugging
this
out.
depot's going to die.
Oh, no.
And this is going to screw our push-up quite a bit, actually, because now we're just going to be supply blocked after these tanks come out. Even going to lose the SCV building the depot. Going to have to build another depot at home.
Oh, we're not going to cancel that one.
I think that was canceled. That was canceled, I think.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to go with these 3 tanks at least. And behind this we have, what, Gateway Robo?
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
Both the gateways are on this wall, man. I mean...
I think Nomad's just dead. Can we send the tanks, though, please?
I think he's trying to hide it. I don't know what...
Well, we're losing all of our buffer trying to hide it.
Yeah, he should just go with like 4 SCVs here and just rally the vultures. There he goes. Taking the SCVs. Yeah, and so we cleared the minerals at the top of the gateway. Now Nomad knows what's going on, and he has a way out. I mean, this is still not good. I mean, all Sterling has to do is kill this pylon here.
We're starting a support bay, which is super ambitious, I think.
Yeah, the only saving grace is this supply block.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get the 5th goon out. I mean, I think, yep, it's going to get out. Okay, he cleared the minerals on the bottom, too. Pretty sweet surround. These goons are weak on the bottom.
Yeah, getting
target
split.
fires the weak goon.
That went pretty poorly for Nomad. It looks over.
This is GG. Yeah. Vulture speed's done. Yeah, this wall just is kind of a crazy idea. I mean, I like what you were saying about how it enables you to not have to worry about the vultures. Good shift hold micro from Sterling trying to bug out the goons. Kills the pylon. There's probably a gateway in the main, right? But
yeah, and a Reaver
fight
building.
with the probes.
These tanks are all still so healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, scouting the full wall and then going into a push at 2-fact, it just seems so vulnerable to a 2-fact.
Yeah, I really like what Sterling did there. Moonrai and I were watching replays of Speed earlier, and who, by the way, is at the top of the ladder with a 96% win rate against Protoss with hundreds of games.
Yeah.
Which is literally insane. He has a 96% win rate. We were watching his replays. The guy 2-facts like almost every game.
Oh, really? It's a good build,
he's so
man.
good at it. He proxies the second factory, and like I've heard a lot of people say that 2-fact doesn't really work. You know, they say the same thing about the Goliath build versus Zerg, and then I watch these pro gamers and they bust it out all the time and crush with it.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Oh, never mind.
I take it back.
I
Okay,
take back that. Yeah.
Nomad for the next map.
Yeah.
Man, it literally takes Nomad an eternity to answer anything, dude. It's
like
kind of crazy.
Similar to Love Snow. Love Snow's like that too when you try to play show matches and stuff with him. He'll like win a game and then he gets up, he celebrates for a while, he takes like 2 shots, he hangs out with his stream, just walks away from his computer for like 5 minutes, come back, takes another shot, and he's like, alright, are we going or what?
That's all Nomad. He can't do any more money matches if he doesn't learn how to freaking communicate, dude. This is what happened. This is how Moon ended up playing Artosis. It's because Nomad wouldn't get back to us. It was originally supposed to be him. Still no answer.
Uh,
Still no answer.
yeah. I'm gonna have to add like a intermission something for whenever Nomad's playing.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to make a rule where if you don't get back to us within 30 seconds, you have to buy everybody in the audience popcorn or something. Send us 25 cents for a bag of popcorn, bro. Although these days everything's so expensive, I'm sure a bag of popcorn is $10.
Probably. I haven't been to the theaters or anything in forever.
Yeah, I can't stand going to the movie theaters, man. It's literally you go to the movie theaters with one other person and it's like 60, $70. It's crazy.
Well, for me, I went like an hour-ish ago. Or not an hour, a year ago, sorry. I went like a year ago, and I watched, like the Demon Slayer anime thing. I watched that in theaters, and it was like, I went to watch, and it was like a bunch of kids, I guess. And they were all like making sound effects and laughing and like just acting like total morons the entire time. And I was like, oh, is this what going to the movies is like now?
Oh man, yeah, sounds terrible. I have a hard time in those kind of spaces with a lot of people and crowds and confined areas. I've never been a fan. I don't like going to concerts or anything like that. I'm kind of a homebody. I'd rather deal with my neighbor's sheep getting out.
Yeah, well,
Nomad
100%.
literally messaged me back and said, "Sec." Okay, fighting spirit.
I
Snap
hope
should
the
be
series
illegal.
ends here because I don't want to have to wait for Nomad again.
Yeah. Desperate for casting material, but not that desperate, dude. If I have to wait in a line, I don't want to do it, man. That's why I live in the country. There's no lines out here.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Manu, is the theaters are just. I mean, there's no good movies anymore. There's nothing that seems interesting. The only movie I've heard recently that was good was the Wolverine and Deadpool movie, so I'll probably watch that one, but not even in theaters.
I haven't watched any of the recent. I can't even remember the last like movie that came out that I actually watched.
Right,
The new Beetlejuice movie,
waiting on
because I got
Sterling.
kids, so stuff like that. Yeah, Sterling said BRB, of course. He's probably tired of waiting for Nomad.
Whatever. This is why I post the videos. I trim all this crap off before I post it.
Yeah. So far, our #1 competitor is Moonrai for winning and being punctual.
Yeah,
Fastest person to join the games, dude.
never late. Pretty much always agrees to play.
Yep.
Doesn't leave during the series at any point.
Everybody wants to watch him to play, dude. He's the #1 competitor.
I think Nomad's AFK again.
Oh my god. Just go, dude. He doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve it. Just.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so keen. I'm so into just like. I probably shouldn't do this, but I just like rewatch the same stuff, to be honest. I rewatch The Matrix like every year. And the first John Wick.
Yeah, everything lately is just remakes, right? Like remakes, reboots.
Yeah, dude.
There's like no originality anymore.
Even when Stranger Things came out, I was like, dude, this is completely based off the Goonies. All right, well, good spawns for Sterling. This map, this is the first time I've played it this season as a Terran player. And last time I was active in 2016 as Protoss, this was like, this is the map. This is what everybody was still playing. And
Yeah.
I really learned my lesson a couple times on ladder. The rush distances on this map are so insanely short. It's crazy. Um, Timing pushes on this map are so strong. And I'm pretty sure Terran has the win rate in this matchup of all time versus Protoss.
On this map.
Yeah, I think Terran has the win rate against Protoss on almost all 4-player maps unless it's cross spawns. I think that's the only time Protoss has the win rate over Terran.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, Terrans. But you know, this matchup is so. This is the most balanced matchup statistically. It's always like 50, and a half percent or 51% for one of the races.
Okay, I think this is
never
a fake again to make him take the gas. Hopefully Nomad doesn't mess up his opening this time, because this barracks is going to be super late and this probe's going to be able to harass the entire time. Our gateway was also still late though. Like, it is already a little bit not ideal because we started the gateway at like 250 minerals almost. So, again, it's just not quite optimized correctly. But making him take the early gas should be, like, hard winning for Nomad for a forward gateway.
This probe is getting some good damage, man. I'm probably going to take this SCV off. Delaying the barracks even more.
Yeah, and, like, we have 2 SCVs not mining, right? Trying to deal with that.
Huge. Yeah, it's huge. Man, third game... This is game 4, right? So this is the second... Oh, no, last game, the same thing. This is the third game in a row with the first scout from Nomad off Pylon.
Yeah, I would make a joke about Nomad stream cheating, but last time I did that, people took it serious, so we can't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah. That was a problem. I remember that. People literally took it seriously.
Yeah.
It's hard to joke around these days, man.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Make too many jokes, it becomes political.
Alright, we didn't forget the pylon this time, so we're gonna have two zealots on time. I mean, like, more or less on time. It is, like I said, a little bit late. The zealot should be close to there if we started the gateway on time, but...
This time Sterling gets the first scout, that's good. He should block the ramp area up with a couple SCVs, and then, the last time on Polypoid, Sterling kind of made a mistake letting these zealots up, and he'll land one SCV on the ramp, so hopefully he just needs to correct that here. I don't know if he needs 4 SCVs, but I think he's fine with probably just 2 here.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Here we go again.
Is the micro gonna happen? Nope. Okay, we missed the micro. And yeah, I mean, Nomad is really good at this, dude. The factory hasn't gone down yet. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, never mind. And we still have 3 on gas. A third zealot's coming. This is getting a little dicey.
Yeah, but the Vulture is going to be starting soon. As long as we clear up, like, one of these zealots. I mean, we have a lot of SCVs not mining,
There is
though.
a proxy fact on the map. I like this. I think this is a good move.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why... Yeah, the Marine can't move through the depot in the command center. It glitched out there when he tried to move it through. Vulture's out, gonna target down some SCVs. Get some hits on the Vulture.
Don't lose the Vulture.
Wow.
Holy.
He's gonna go
for it. Oh my
it.
god.
Nomad is. Oh!
That should never happen. That's...
Oh, we left the factory on accident. Wow. Full tilt.
It's a disaster. Disaster for Sterling here.
And it's like, he shouldn't have... He can't even really make this machine shop. Okay, he's making more Marines. He needs to go to his ramp with an SCV and some Marines. He knows a goon's on the way. This Vulture on the back end's going to be sweet. There's 2 holes in the wall.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Nomad should have seen that he's mining all the extra gas, but I wonder if it's, like, registered, right? Something's not quite right.
Yeah. We should be okay here. Nomad's leaving his other goon
we're supply blocked? I think he wants to wait for 2 Vultures maybe, but we're supply blocked right now.
Oh, man. We're in a tight spot. Nomad sending out another probe. Looks like he's suspicious. Maybe he thinks it's a drop, so he's going to plop a pylon down here at the 3 o'clock to scout for a dropship.
He's looking for some sort of
looking for a factory.
Yeah.
Now he's going down to 6 o'clock. Wow.
So good on Nomad paying attention there, realizing something's not quite right. Like, he was still mining gas the entire time. Like, he knows Sterling's too good to be making a mistake like that. And is
This is
this...
still going to be really, really strong. There's a second gateway in the main, right? Okay, second gateway before Robo. That's what he needs here. Goon's going to check. Finds nothing.
He's gonna see the move out though, so that's really, really good. At least gets him like kind of mentally ready for this. But it's gonna be like 4 additional vultures coming down.
But we're only going to have mines, right? There's not going to be siege or speed. So, I mean, it's all going to just come down to micro. Mine behind the goons would be awesome. Oh, we can't lose the vultures. Good micro so far from Nomad. Not letting any mines connect. Lose 1 goon, 2 goons going down. Pretty sweet pressure so far. Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oh, wow. With the rallied vultures here, this is starting to spiral.
Yeah, it's starting to look kind of rough. The tank hasn't taken any damage yet. Still got a lot of buffer here with the Marines. Gonna start a bunker here, which I don't think there will be any Marines left by the time that it comes out.
Popping out on the other side. Wow. Good focus firing on that goon that came out from the back here, trying to run the goons in. I think this is looking like...
Oh, it's a second tank. I think Nomad's dead.
Yeah, at least he has to evacuate here. Has he got a Reaver? And now with the bunker up, we're definitely dead. It's gonna go Reaver, so...
Yeah, he can try to just hold the high ground, like save these probes, hold the high ground.
He lost his other goon. I mean...
Yeah, with 1 goon, actually, he can just go up the ramp at this point.
Yeah, now Vulture speed is done. We're not going to be able to just keep up with this Vulture rally. I really like how aggressive Sterling is playing this series, dude. I mean, good on him. This is it, right? This is the last game if he wins this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-1 win for Sterling. There's no way for Nomad to recover from here. We've lost way too many probes. And it's just getting even worse.
Now we're going to have to hear Nomad talk about how it's because he didn't have sound in the chat and want a rematch. That's definitely what the conversation is going to be in the Discord for the next week. Unless Primal beats Exit today, then everyone's going to forget about this and focus on that. GG. Wow, Sterling wins 3-1, dude. What a good showing for the first day of the dudes coming to the Discord and played his first money match.
Very, very aggressive responses to the harass that Nomad was putting down on him. And I like it.
I'm gonna send him his 25 bucks, dude. Yes, Keen, The Matrix is one of the best movies ever, in my opinion. Feeling pretty good, Ozzy. Maybe we should try to find another one. Moon's here.
Hey, if you want to.
Okay, Sterling is telling me to keep the money for the next one. What a guy. So now we got 25 bucks in the pool.
As expected of Sterling.
Maybe we should have... Maybe Sterling wants to go again and play Moon. Should I go ask Moon? You want to do another one?
Give me 1 second. I'm not sure.
Alright, hold on.
What's up, skim people?
Okay, Moon and Sterling are down, Ozzy. If you want to do another one, I think it... Are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
I think it'd be a good match because you know that early cheese is like often fails so hard against Moon's Protoss.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it could be interesting. What do you want, Exit? Wow, Exit. Exit is posting screenshots and bragging about beating Primal.
Oh no, that's not good.
Nomad wants to run it back.
How far have we fallen?
Well, I mean, if we want to get crazy, we could do a little King of the Hill.
Just for fun or what?
Well, I mean, are you down to cast this next one with Moon and Sterling? It's kind of up to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask somebody if they're here, but I'm not getting a response, so I guess I will.
Well, Sterling's at the top.
Okay, so I'm reading the reason why Asmongold got banned.
From what now?
He got banned on Twitch.
All right, so we're gonna do it. Deja vu.
Yeah, looks like it. I'm not getting an answer, so.
All right, Ozzy's gonna make. I'll go tell Moon. All right, this is awesome.
Let me change my stream title. So who's playing?
Sterling versus Moonrai. Hopefully Sterling's not about to cancel. He's typing. All right. This is going to be an interesting match. It's always entertaining to watch Moon. Probably my #1 favorite foreign player.
Okay.
Sweet. Nothing gets me more riled up than a match with Moon.
That's good, man.
I'm not sure who people in the Discord hate. Yeah, exit. We know you say that you're gonna leave, but you're actually gonna watch to try to figure out how to beat Moon since you can't beat him ever. I don't know who is the person that we hate losing to the most in the Discord. It's a tie between Moon and Primal for sure.
It's hard to say, yeah.
It's very hard to say.
It's probably Primal, right? Because I don't know. I kind of hate both of them because the thing is like Primal's like in your face about it, and like he knows that he's not that good. At least I'm pretty sure he knows, right?
He definitely knows, yeah.
When Moonrai wins, and like Moonrai is good at winning, but his playstyle is so annoying to play against. And when he wins, he's like so innocently happy about winning his games, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah, and when he loses, he's got nothing but excuses.
Nothing but excuses. You didn't play right. You were non-standard. When he's like, meanwhile, the most non-standard person I've ever seen is Moonrai.
Yeah, yeah, and it's funny that
who does
that's like
that?
One of the things about. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier in the Discord to Primal. I think we need to make some T-shirts. We need to make a "Got Him" T-shirt for Primal, and then we need to make a shirt for Moon that says, "Bro, who even does that?" or something, you know? Yeah. So.
We're dropping our barracks in a spot to block our CC. No.
Yeah, it's gonna slightly block the CC. He can lift it and adjust. Hopefully the probe doesn't come when he decides to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kind of a weird block. on this spawn because the Zealot can just walk right up the ramp, even if you move the barracks up. But yeah, in Moon, you know, he's like notorious for going rangeless every game. That's probably what he's gonna do.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Um,
Rangeless and then makes a full wall if you try to bust him.
And Moon plays Terran, right? So just based on seeing that scout timing, he should probably know it's gasless, right? Because that's Terran. You scout on 12 when you're going gasless instead of 13. So that's a really early scout coming from Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Sterling's gonna make the Marine before the depot, realizing he's gonna get scouted first. He's gonna have to cut an SCV here to get his gas. Hopefully he doesn't get gas stolen. Yep, he gets his gas down. Had to cancel an SCV. That's okay. Is Moon started goon range? Yeah, he has. Okay, I'm kind of surprised. I figured he would go.
Yeah, so he wants to pressure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you can move this up a hex and then block the ramp, but then you don't have the CC to defend your Sim City. So, but it's fine. It's not going to be a consequence this game. I'm wondering if Moon is gonna.
The only issue though, the reason if you have army, if you need to come up inside your base or come down with multiple units, getting tanks and stuff through this is going to be pretty horrible, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. And Moon's gonna proxy here, so Moon's done this to me many times. Sterling has got the scout on the map still, and he's coming back to this right now, so he's gonna know what's up.
Is he gonna robo? He's gonna robo this, right?
Yeah, he's gonna robo right here. Yeah. Yeah, Sterling. I love that he's got this SCV in the middle of the map. So yeah, for people who don't know, is if you scout this, then what you need to do is make a second bunker behind your first bunker, and then it's okay as Terran to give up your natural here if you have to and hold you. You just can't let them get up the ramp and just pull all your boys, save the SCVs, because usually there's no shuttle here.
It's
and
a
Sterling
reaver
sees
crawl,
there's
right?
no nexus. Yeah, he's gonna reaver crawl. He's super all in.
My prediction,
But I don't blame him. Huh?
I predict Sterling overall.
Yeah, we'll see here. He just scouted it. His SCV's at it right now. So we'll see if...
this bunker's gonna go down. We need more SCVs on this.
Yeah, it's starting to get pretty dicey.
Oh my god, that was close.
Wow, we were a second away from losing the bunker.
It went down to single digits.
Wow, he goes tank first. I always go siege first here.
Yeah, because it takes longer than the tank.
Yeah, it just makes quite a difference, because you can't micro a tank here. I mean, you can try, but it's kind of crazy to try to fight a tank against what's going to be, what, 7 goons by the time he gets down there. Moonrai just rallying forward. Can you make a third gateway, or?
No, it's just 2-gate reaver.
Okay. So yeah, no second bunker. Cutting SCVs, took his second gas.
Gonna need another SCV, yeah. Can start shelling away at this. So it's gonna push back.
I'm surprised he ran away already.
Oh, he's gonna
he went shuttle.
He's gonna shuttle in, yeah.
Yeah, this could be really strong. Wow, Sterling's all over it. He needs to pull the boys here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just pull a bunch of SCVs, bring your Marines.
He's gonna have 3 tanks here in a second, and then this isn't gonna be... Moon's not... It's gonna come down to micro, obviously. A tank's gonna go down. 1 tank. Oh, he shouldn't have sieged here.
Yeah.
Kind of a blunder. That's GG.
Yeah, that's GG. Can't lose these 2 tanks. Now we're gonna have 1 tank against 6 goons up here.
Wow. This is exactly why I wanted to see this matchup. Well, let's see. SCVs are really good against goons, actually, but
I mean, we have a reaver about to
is
join.
already kind of done.
This tank's dead.
Another tank's going down. No eBay. Yeah, we can't. If we unload the bunker, we lose the bunker. Okay, good micro so far, but it's not gonna be enough with the reaver. Yeah, now we're completely dead. Exactly why I wanted to see this matchup, because Sterling was playing so aggressive and proxying factories and 4-fatting and stuff, and Moon is the best Protoss to put against a Terran that plays that way.
Well, that's not what Sterling did, though. He played macro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like the situation was actually pretty good for Sterling. We just kind of walked our tanks into die, and then the second one going siege was bad. And I mean, at that point, I feel like when you see them like continuing to unload their goons, I feel like you
Dominator.
unload your bunker, right? Bring your SCVs with the Marines, because you had 3 Marines, I think. You don't need to siege. I like those kind of games. I kind of wish I could trade spots with Sterling against that, because that's what I feel like I'm good against is that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I've done gasless against Moon many times, and he's always tried to do that to me, and it's never worked. But Sterling, I mean, really just made that mistake by sieging that tank.
Mm-hmm. And he
probably could have had a way better chance at least if he didn't do that.
Oh well, this is the situations that Moonrod creates. He is good in these like weird game states. He creates them all the time. So I'm gonna take the first game off of Sterling. But you know what? So did Nomad. And then Sterling
That's
came
true.
back to win 3-1.
Ooh, kind of a bad split from Moon right
Yeah,
here.
bit of a mistake.
Kind of surprised that Sterling picked this map. I haven't looked at the ELO stats on this map, but
It
you
feels
would
like
think it would be Protoss favored.
I would definitely think so, yeah.
So another good map to like go heavy pressure as an opening is Protoss and try to capitalize on that high ground, but we'll see. I was honestly kind of surprised at Sterling's play versus Nomad because every time I've seen him play, which has been pretty much exclusively TVT, he's always extremely greedy. So maybe that's the way he wanted to play versus Nomad, but was forced into doing stuff because Nomad's openings.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I think what Sterling was doing was a